Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Luis Suarez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's been slipped through. And the shot! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's been won straight back. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's been played through. Good take, and is he in? Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cannavaro cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Xavi. Messi plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's in plenty of space here.
Well played and well cleared.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick
yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And it's Ritchie.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Big, can he finish? They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Luis Suarez. He's being urged to shoot. And Messi! It's in for the pieces. And that is wildly off target.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's lost his man here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he's not getting his way this time. He's had a shot! Deftly away. Milan have it back and can go again.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, he's been... And the shot! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Luis Suarez. Cruyff. And a chance!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's been given away. Bergomi. Rijkaard. He's looking wide, looking for the run. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And there goes the final whistle. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Hazard making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that pass just didn't quite work. Plenty. Great chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cannavaro cuts it out. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And a chance! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Beckham. And that has left him in a heap. And he's intervened well there. Stood up well to him there. Jordan Henderson. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, played right into his path. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! And the ball's come loose here. Has another go! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's a searching pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Ricci. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Good ball, good take. Beckham. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland. And there's the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
And now,
Reflections on the first half?
Milan really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Messi. Coming on the field.
Here we go
is
again.
Number 17, Samadjic.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Camavinga. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Out to the left it goes. Ricci. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cannavaro. Now it's Doku. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Odo. Rummenigge. Marquinhos was in no mood for any of that. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vieri proves just a little bit too strong. It's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a throw. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. We have already started here. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
He has found the way through. Corner it is. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cannavaro. Oh, he's been caught. Goes for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Cannavaro clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Quarter of an hour played. Aimed beyond the defence, and that is a little undercooked. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Camavinga. Ricci. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Owen. Pedri. Turns and goes back. Messi. Here's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Owen. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Belletti. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pedri. Owen. Roberto Carlos. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. And the flag has stayed down. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Royce. Number
Whistle
17,
goes and we start the second half.
Number 9.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Number 10, Zico. Number 7,
Hazard! Off the post.
Number 18, Mbappe. Substitution.
Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here. Well, just about within shooting range. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Zico. Oh, that's a key interception. Zico is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That's the keeper's ball. Messi knocks it into space. So we've reached the hour mark. Zico, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
This looks promising. Elects to cross. Pedri. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That has been slung wide. He is through here. Swept in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Threads one in. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Pedri. Back into the middle, looking for the run. Rijkaard. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And we're underway. In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time.
Face to face, Torres! Denied by an instinctive save.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Can he finish? Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! First blood drawn. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vardiol makes the interception. That is good alertness. That's going to go a long way. That's a throw. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch per...
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Piqué! And that's caused a worry or two. And he's intervened well there. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he get on the end of this? He's gone for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Gently done. Oh, that's well spotted. Koundé. Marquinhos. Kukçu. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lofted in. Shapes to shoot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. A Probing pass. Now that's well seen too. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted.
2 added
Guardiola.
minutes has been indicated.
Ricci. Camavinga. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Substitution.
The second half then, just getting going.
Guardiola.
And it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hazard. And he whips. He's having a shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Oh, no joy this time. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 22, Scholes. Coming on to replace him is number 19.
Out again for a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
That's a little off target. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Haaland. Rafinha. Bergkamp. And it's Messi. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Goes for a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And they get themselves in front! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rafinha threads one in. Real chance! So close to drawing level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Camavinga. Ricci. Kukçu gets a foot in here. Nicely weighted ball.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross goes in there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Oh, great header! Cleared away.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
2 minutes to be added on. Very nicely done. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Chance for a shot! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
The goal scorer for Milan, number 18.
And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
For our charity fund, Chance in
So,
Football.
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Italy.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic. Oh, what has happened here? Great vision. Hazard. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to get it away. Haaland with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Ricci cuts it out. Gives it back. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Aubameyang. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And this is Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was alert to it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Henderson kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now that's well seen too. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Italy have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Gets into some space. Cross into the box. Oh, great header! Italy looking to pass their way through. Messi. Milan finding their passes. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Aubameyang. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read. Knocks it into space. Hazard in acres of space. And the shot! He scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to...
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! Italy are back in business! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Aubameyang! Goal, Italy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cross in. Here's a chance! And that's off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Costa Curta. Aubameyang is onto it in a flash. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. That has been cut short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well read, nice interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi. Camavinga. Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now Richie. Azar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Shot a goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Italy grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, terrible shot, surely! No mistake! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So is this the start of a comeback? Ruben Dias. And that's that. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, that has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, no joy this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nice touch. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that's the keeper's ball.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Xavi Alonso. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players.
He's had a shot! It's loose and it's come back out to him. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Van der Ven kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Conte. Figo. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. And it's Xabi Alonso. He won't be happy with that one. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Azar. That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's having a go! Goal! Milan! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Figo. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Azar.
There will be 1 minute.
And he's had it
added
nicked
time.
away. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Good ball, good take. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Cannavaro picks it up from the goal kick. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a very big chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball.
Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this is Owen. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Haaland. Del Piero.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
No outsmarting him this time. Owen, shot could be on. Can he finish? He has done it! And the comeback is complete! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to
He's having a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Figo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And it's Azar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pickford gets it away. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. And now they can clear their lines.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
Hakimi. Xavi Alonso. And that's it. Again, that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Now, can they get him away? Van der Ven makes the interception. Marquinhos. And back to the keeper. Van der Ven. Ricci. Great defending, strong and determined. Played out towards the right wing. David Villa. Very nicely done. And he's managed to get rid. And that's a goal kick. There could be trouble here. He has found the way. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's nice. He's having a shot! Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Great vision. Insigne looking to get on the end of this. Van de Ven. And it's Fletcher. It's a loose ball. Ricci. Azar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. And he plays one through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And he lines up. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Cannavaro. White.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Bernardo Silva. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? And he's opted for the long pass. Guardiola. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And we have our very first corner. Guardiola has fallen kindly here. They've done it. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't... He rises! And that has been cleared. Calafiori. Messi. Ricci. Knocks it back. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, well played, well played. Eder Militao. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Now, can they get it back? Van Nistelrooy.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
Van Nistelrooy fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Played out to the left flank. Now here's the delivery. Casillas claims it without any fuss.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now he's got space here. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Haaland. Face to face, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the keeper beats it away. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
With the owner
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but...
Decent chance! Goal! Milan! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Thuram gets over and intercepts. And here's Forlan. It's Forlan! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Now it's Batistuta. And it's Soboslai. Oh, that's a key interception. Moved on forwards. Forlan. He might be in here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the pass is intercepted.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is
Oh no, what has happened here? Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. Cleared without complication. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's well spotted. And the through ball. Now it... Mbappe! And the shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pass somewhat off target. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Forlan, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Haaland. Szoboszlai. Now it's Forlan. Great vision. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Some resolute defending there. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 20, Batistuta.
And we're off again.
Coming on to replace him is number 10.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. Oh, terrible pass. He's picked his way through. And the shot! They've scored! The second half sparked straight into life. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Puskás! Puskás! Oh, that's a waste.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way past. Just eases him off the ball. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hangs in a cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Milan with the corner, they're first. There's the header! Oh, taken with style! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard. Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? Camavinga in. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. Now it's Puskás, looking for options for movement. And he shoots! He scores!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Ricci. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's in a great position here. Forwards and with intent. Tries to play it through. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. So nearly the perfect ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Szoboszlai plays a sharp little ball here. Shot a goal! And another try! And the finish! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
5 minutes to add. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Shot a goal! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. The quick ball upfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. Okay, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Oh, given away. He is through here, and he shoots! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable face-to-face with... Oh, shooting chance! Big moment, massive goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's Ronaldinho. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to pass it through. Good ball, good take. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Haaland, big chance! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Looking to play it in. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Danielson. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's been played through. Eto. Danielson. Great vision. Ronaldinho. No foul, says the referee. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And now he has 2. Good chance here! Off the post! Ronaldinho. Danielson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Eto. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And here's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Rummenigge. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Played backwards here. Tries to play it through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Spread it left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That pass isn't the best. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Can he get it through? And this is Hazard. And he's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner.
There will be 3 minutes.
Keeper has taken decisive action. It's skewed away. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, can he finish? It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is...
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Milan have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Request for support.
Milan lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Number 9.
Now it's Hazard. Camavinga. What's the deception? His positioning was spot on. He's shifting through the gears here. Flings it across. Costa Curta. And it's Camavinga. Hazard. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Haaland. He has a look up. And Messi! He scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Messi. Haaland. That is a great pick out. And he's searching through. And they're back on the ball again. He's having a hit! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
And the keeper's given it away. Plenty to wait. Can he finish? And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Milan are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Marquinhos. And Guardiola. Oh, this is a great position. And the ball's come loose here. It's their second corner of the game. He's got tall. He has done it. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, that's real.
And the shot! Sticks it away! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Goes for a shot! Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
How many? Just how many?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now the cross. Haaland!
Rijkaard. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Rummenigge.
75 minutes played. Knocks it out wide.
Rijkaard.
And he's away. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a good position. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Can he latch onto this? Tries to get it clear. So can they do it again? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now there's a fine ball.
Nielsen. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Messi. Lahm makes the interception. Cruyff. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Guardiola.
Now it's Camavinga. Aldair. Haaland. Aldair. That's a lovely neat pass. Hazard. Haaland is flagged offside.
There will be 5 minutes.
Cannavaro. Well, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Ronaldinho. Messi. That's a little off target. And it's Ronaldinho. That's a nicely shaped ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. Now who's going to be first to this? And we're done. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.